Good morning, everybody. Welcome to day 3 of your 3-day video series. I hope you've been getting some epic value. And if you have been, please let us know, because we want to do more of these things if you want us to, if you want me to. And really happy to take suggestions on topics. I guess in the work I do, we talk about so many different things around unhappiness, happiness, fulfillment, joy, possibility, performance, purpose, clarity. So many things that we do in the work that we get up to every single day. So if there's something you really want to find out about or you want to learn about, let us know. And if it's not me, I'll get one of the other coaches to jump in here and provide some epic value to your life. Because that's probably more importantly what Happiness Co is all about. It's about providing value to help you improve the quality of your life. So I hope you've enjoyed this so far. This is day 3. And today's all about kindness. And kindness to me is a big one, because kindness to me is a version of love. It's a part of love. And when I think about love, love comes in 3 ways, but so does kindness. So please write them down because they're important. How we receive love, how we give love, and how we share love. So if you think about that when it comes to kindness, well, how do we give kindness? How do we receive kindness? And how do we share kindness? And I think lots of us are too quick to complain, too quick to tear someone else down, too quick to criticize, too quick to be self-critical of ourselves and critical of others. We have high expectations. We have perceptions, and we have a perception and a way that we'd like things to be. And if it's not our way, sometimes we aren't happy with that. And that's because of our programming, right? And that's fair. But one thing that kindness does more than anything else is this. It shows other people that they're appreciated. It shows you that you're appreciated when someone is kind to you. And kindness shouldn't be about you. Kindness should be about the act of being kind, acting from kindness, and then being kind to every single person that you meet. And regardless of why, just be kind. For instance, it could be opening a door, smiling, doing a gesture, giving someone a compliment, saying something nice to your partner, saying something nice to your friends, writing a letter or a text or a beautiful email to someone. There's so many things that we can do amongst our day to be kind. So just so you know, you have 16 hours on average that you're awake for every day. So the average person is awake for 16 hours a day. So why am I telling you this? Because you got a lot of time to be kind. It doesn't take a lot of time to send a nice text message or do something, a small gesture. As I said, opening a door, buying someone a coffee, saying something nice. These things are seconds. But where does kindness come from? Well, it comes from our attitude, our own attitude towards it. Our attitude always reflects our altitude. If you've ever met that person before, it's always kind. It always makes you feel good about yourself when you're around them, right? They're infectious. They make us like ourselves. They make us want to be better. They make us feel that we're appreciated. And that's the ability that every single person on this call right now has the ability to do. Be more kind. Kindness is one of these things that is like a ripple effect. If I make you feel good today, then maybe you'll make someone feel good tomorrow. And in this world that is full of pessimism, pain, sadness, despair, kindness gives one glowing thing, which is hope. Hope of a better day. That someone was kind to me and my day was terrible. And someone said something nice to me and I was feeling so sad. That my partner took the time to notice that I was struggling. That's kindness. So it's the acting from kindness that's important. And yeah, we want to receive kindness as well. Of course, we want people to be nice to us and give us compliments and make us feel good too and make us feel like we're appreciated. But it's got to start with us. It's got to start with our choices. Think about what you give before what you receive when it comes to kindness. The more you give, the more you get. Please write this down. The more that you give in this world, the more that you get. Life is never about what you get. It's always about what you give. My career has been built on this model. I get to live an incredible career now by actually giving more than I take. And it fills me up. It makes me feel so good about myself to be kind to my friends and my family, to be kind to my community, to be kind to people when I'm on stage, to be kind to people in my life. And you're not always going to get it right, but it matters. And it always starts with you. Your attitude reflects your altitude when it comes to kindness. The more you do it, the higher you'll get. And the more you make people feel nice about themselves. And if you think about this, we use this in positive psychology. We call it ACT. So ACT, acting, action conditioning therapy. So action conditioning therapy. If you think about that when it comes to kindness, taking action to condition yourself to be more kind. That's all it means. to be able to act, to condition yourself to be more kind. The more you do it, the better you get. The more you do it, becomes like an instinct. The more you do it, becomes a habit. So 16 hours a day. Then what I want you to do is break your day up into 4 quarters. So 4 hours, 4 hours, 4 hours, and 4 hours. That will make 16 hours out of your 24. The rest you're sleeping. The 16 hours is the average that you're awake for. So every single 4 hours, what could you do to be kind to another? In 4 hours, what could you do? This is my challenge for you today, in this next 16 hours. And we're still in maybe the first 4 hours, of most people's day, unless you get up at like 3 a.m. But most people are in their first 4 hours right now. So what could you do? Could you send someone a beautiful text, saying something nice about them, being kind, I'm thinking of you, I love you, a really kind message? When you go to drop the kids off at school, or when you're on the way to work, or when you get to work, what could you do that is kind to a complete stranger and a work colleague? That could be your second 4 hours. And then your third 4 hours, and then when you get home tonight, maybe you could say something really beautiful to your partner. You could say something really lovely to your kids. Kindness is not just about what we say, it's also about what we do. Kindness is in all the things that we are able to do too. It could be spending quality time with someone. It could giving them time and attention, physical touch. Have you ever heard of the love languages before? It's a great way to look at about how this works and how we feel appreciated. And if you want to be more kind to your partner, then the love languages is a great one to look at. So action conditioning therapy for 16 hours a day, that is my challenge to you. Could you do one kind thing every 4 hours? Yes, you definitely could, because it could be one compliment, one smile, one open the door for someone, one buying someone a coffee. All these things are possible if you're able. And why am I able? Because if you're able, you're willing and you're able, then you're going to get it done. If you care about it enough, you're going to get it done. If you feel that it's something you want to be and you want to do and you want to be kind, you'll get it done. So I'm going to challenge myself today to do it also. I've got 4 hours. I've got a crazy day. But I'm going to make sure that I do 4 acts of kindness today. And remember, the more you do it, the more it builds habit. The second part of today is thinking about how much you complain. It's hard to find kindness in yourself and in others and look for kindness if you're constantly complaining about how unkind the world is or how unhappy you are. So when you are complaining today, remind yourself to look for kindness or look for compassion, look for empathy. Try and reframe and change your focus from complaining to finding gratitude, from complaining to acting kind. So when you complain about yourself or you're self-critical, well, be a little more kind to yourself. Give yourself a compliment. Kindness is the antidote to self-talk, negative self-talk, really. So when you're being unkind to yourself, well, then be kind. Pretty easy, right? But the hard thing is actually applying this into life. So when you are being hard on yourself today, actually being kind. It's a big part. We call that the complaining challenge. Over the next 24 hours, monitor how much you complain about yourself and others. And when you do, apply kindness to that situation. Apply kindness to that moment. And I'm going to finish on this because to me, it's one of the most important things that we have in this world, which is human decency. Human decency. If we want a decent world for our family, for our kids, for ourselves, we first need to remember to be decent. Because decency always starts with us. It starts with what we say and it starts with what we do. There are 2 things that you can't change in this world. The words that come out your mouth and the things that you do. So get better at the words that you speak and get better at the things that you do, because these things are your responsibility and your responsibility alone. So decency is a form of kindness. Kindness is a form of decency. Spend your days being kind. And I know that it's hard because sometimes people treat us poorly, or sometimes people let us down, or sometimes people are unkind to us. Well, in a world full of unkind people, be kind anyway. In a world full of unhappy people, be happy anyway. In a world full of people that are not willing to believe in themselves, believe in yourself anyway. In a world full of people that will criticize you for trying, try anyway. In a world full of people that may reject you for who you are, love them anyway. And most importantly, you may have made a lot of mistakes in this world and hurt a lot of good people, and maybe you're not happy right now. But regardless of where you are, if you are unhappy in your life right now, remember to find happiness anyway. You're not what happened to you in this life. You are who you decide to become. If you're not happy in your life, move. You're not a tree. I love this. I think about it all the time. And grass is not greener on the other side. Grass is greener where you water it. So your challenge today about kindness is to be kind to yourself. To be kind to someone else every 4 hours of this day. So you've got 16 hours. You've got 4 4-hour slots to be kind in each slot. So that's 4 acts of kindness. A compliment, doing something nice to someone, spending time with someone, making them feel appreciated and loved for who they are. 1 every 4 hours. Be kind to yourself and monitor your complaining, your self-talk, and how you are treating yourself. And remember, as I said before, happiness starts with you. And I'm going to finish on this because it's one of the basic principles I live my life by. But this principle serves me so very well. And it's easy to live from principles when we know what we stand for. So, my principle is this. Live the way you want to be remembered. Live the way you want to be remembered. I want to be remembered as kind, compassionate, caring, loving, driven, inspiring, making an impact, a good family man. I want to be remembered for a bunch of things, but it allows me to make good choices towards being that person every day. So being kind is so easy for me because it's part of my attitude towards making sure I'm showing up and being remembered as the man I want to be. I ask you right now, are you doing the things that are going to allow you to be remembered as the person that you want to be? Big love. I hope you've enjoyed this 3-day video series. Until next time, look after yourself, stay happy, and make sure you put love on top. Goodbye.